Hello, class. One crucial challenge that Dakar is facing aside from climate change is the struggle for women's rights. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, has been producing the Social Institutions and Gender Index, SIGI, since 2006. This measurement of discriminatory social institutions has been tracked across 179 countries and over time has allowed the persistence and prevalence of gender discrimination in key areas affecting women's lives to be seen. The index takes into account practices, social norms, and laws that restrict women's rights and access to opportunity and resources. Some of these underlying drivers of gender inequality are very prevalent in Senegal. Women's rights are lagging in Senegal. The OECD gave the country a medium ranking overall, scoring 41.8 out of a total of 100, which would be an absolute discrimination. SIGI's key areas include discrimination in the family, restricted physical integrity, restricted access to productive and financial resources, and restricted civil liberties. In the former three categories, Senegal ranked as more discriminatory than the world average, only scoring better than the world average on the measure of restricted and civil liberties of women. The Brundtland Report, the source of the modern template for sustainability, suggests that a sustainable society is based upon three major foundations: social equity, efficient economic allocation, and respect for ecological limits. Social equity requires that regardless of economic resources or personal traits, each citizen has a right to equal treatment by the political system. The SIGI rating of Senegal suggests that at this time, social equity of women is not optimized to what it could be. This restriction of rights of women, inherently leads to an unsustainable society as defined by the Brundtland's three-pillar framework. By focusing on improving women's rights overall, Senegal can help the city's urban fabric to become more sustainable. There are people standing up for women's rights in the country, though. Recently, 16 organizations came together to form the RSJ group. This group's goal is to promote and protect women's rights in Senegal through education about reproductive health, youth leadership, literacy, and microfinance. Dakar published a resiliency plan in 2016 as a part of the Resilient City Network. With women's rights ranking being as low as they are, Dakar should re-examine its resiliency plan to include voices of the groups like RSJ. Without an advancement of women's rights, Dakar will never be able to reach its goal of sustainability. Thank you, class.